He said, and how did you put it, Matt? That once you learned to something with the methodology, it was easier for you to assimilate?
Turn off the thinking part of the brain and do it.
And dumb down.
Yeah.
Dumb down. Because he happens to be smart. So he's fighting the intellectual smartness that he's got. But if you dumb down, this is easy. The difference between me and everybody in this room and most everybody that's listening on YouTube is I had an alpha fucking male for a father. A war hero. Like in the movies, superhero. And everybody he knew was a superhero. And if you've seen the movie Band of Brothers on TV about the 101st Airborne, if I remember correctly, 2 or 3 of those guys were my dad's best friends. And what did your dads do? There used to be a movie. What did your dad do in the war? He ran a corner shop. He was a librarian. He was a janitor. There's nothing wrong with those jobs. But it's not likely if your dad was a janitor that he was an alpha male war hero. Maybe, possible, but not likely. But you don't have to be an alpha male to be a super successful, high-performance person. There's only one other alpha male in that Hall of Fame. One. My Hall of Fame. One. All of them are, with the greatest respect, pussies like you. Cunts. Squat to go to the bathroom. But they made shit tons of money. And they created great wealth. And that's what I'm here to teach you. That's what I'm here to teach you. To create the wealth that would normally take a generation, and depending on how you want to measure it, a generation is between 20 and 25 years. We do it in between the real good ones in the room, if there are any, in 3 to 4 years. The also-rans in 6 to 8 years, and the dipshits in 10 to 15 years. So you've already categorized yourself in one of those groups. Mentally, I can see it in your eyes. Unfortunately, most of you related to the dipshit end. And that's too bad. Last night you saw the bicycle. Some of you probably think that you can ride that bike today. I'm here to bet you $1 million to $1. Nobody in this room can ride that bike. But that's what it's going to be like assimilating QLA. That's how different it is. Everything that you've learned, for those of you that are going to school now, throw it out the window. For those of you that have MBAs, throw it out the window. We have a young man here, other than he's Australian, which I don't have a lot of respect for Australians, other than I like to drink with him. He said something very astute, by accident, serendipity, when he was in the seminar here in April. He's a repeat. He's a 2-time loser, a repeat. He said, and how did you put it, Matt? That once you learned to something with the methodology, it was easier for you to assimilate?
Turn off the thinking part of the brain and do it.
And dumb down.
Yeah.
Dumb down. Because he happens to be smart. So he's fighting the intellectual smartness that he's got. But if you dumb down, this is easy. Now some of you are already thick as 2 short planks. How does that translate from British English? Thick as 2 short planks is dumb as a post. So you're already halfway there. You're already halfway there. And for those of you that we have some 80 IQ people up on the Hall of Fame, and we've got some 170 IQ people on the Hall of Fame. Funny enough, the 80 IQ made more money than the 170 IQ. So you have learned some different financial instruments to use. You know, arguably, ostensibly, how to go to a bank and borrow money, how do you blah, blah, blah. Well, now what you're going to learn the next week is to be able to conduct the entire financial orchestra. How to use all the tools. And there's really only one tool that you have to worry about, and that's why you have a dream team. Your dream team will supply all the knowledge you don't have. Some of you have been in trouble. Some of you have gone to jail. We've had murders in this seminar. No, we don't have any this trip, unless you didn't tell me the truth on your paperwork. but we've had murderers. We've had convicted felons. We've had convicted terrorists. Convicted drug dealers. Milkmen, school teachers, rabbis, dentists, doctors. And today we're going to have a webinar with a surgeon, mentee of mine, a vascular surgeon. Now, why would a vascular surgeon that makes 7 figures want to come to this fucking seminar? Most of you aspire to make 7 figures a year. Why would he come? Because he knows down deep inside he's not being all that he can be. He knows down deep inside there's more. And this is about as religious as I get in the seminar. Whoever made us, whoever put us here, whether it was serendipity, like Darwin says, or some higher being, I believe that we were put here to be all that we can be, not a fraction thereof. And heretofore, you've been a fraction thereof. Heretofore, and for those of you that have made a few shekels, a few dollars, it will pale in complexion to what you can really do once you prove yourself.